Let's be honest, calisthenics can be so overwhelming. You scroll on Instagram and you see all these pros do handstand push-ups, maybe even one-arm handstands. And you don't even know where to start. So here is this video. And I'm going to tell you everything that I wish I knew when I started. It almost feels impossible to start. And that's normal. So here's this video. We're going to talk about warm-ups, first exercises to learn, sets and reps, rest times. I'm not trying to overwhelm you. I'm just trying to give you the things that actually matter. So let's start where every workout starts, the warm-up. Every workout starts with one, right? If we go back to why we warm up, there's this thing called the size principle, Hienemann's size principle. And it says that you recruit motor units, first the small ones and then the bigger ones. And I'm going to bring it to you. Size matters. We want to use the big ones. So what we do in a warm-up, we get the muscles that we want to use. Let's say we want to use the front deltoid for the planche. We want to tire that one out, so it's not going to use the small ones anymore. But when you're going to do your full planche or your planche, then it's going to use the big ones. So basically, doing a warm-up makes you stronger. But before we make those tiny muscles tired, let's just first get the heart rate up. It is so important to get your heart rate up before you start your workout. It's not just those motor units we're trying to activate. No, it is also that we want to get mentally ready and prepped for the workout. So we are going to use every single muscle in the body to just activate it. I feel everything burning right now. So when the muscles are warm and your heart rate is up, then go to some specific stretching. Go stand like this, maybe look around, flex that muscle, and go. No, I mean, like, seriously, you want to stretch those muscles. So grab a band and just rotate. It's as easy as that. You don't really want to get that tired from warming up. You just want to recruit the right motor units and feel free. Like, it feels amazing to stretch. And don't overcomplicate it. Just some rotations, especially because calisthenics is big on the shoulders, on the elbows, on the wrist. Make sure you warm those up specifically. This is the way to get into your workout with the right mindset and the right activations. All right, we're warm. But what to do now? Well, here are two exercises you truly need to learn. These exercises translate to so many skills and different movements in calisthenics. The first one is my personal favorite exercise in all of calisthenics, and it's the frog stand. It's an exercise used in yoga. It's called crowd pose, I think. You even see it in Pilates and you see it in calisthenics, breakdance. There are so many different sports that take this one because it's the, I want to say, easiest progression to a handstand. I am going to balance on my hands like this. Like I am literally standing on my hands already. I'm making corrections to balance. But how do we do this? Because this looks kind of cool, right? Well, we have those little holes here with our knees. There we put our elbows. The hands are going straight forward. The fingers are really strong, you know. So by pushing them out, we are preventing ourselves from falling to the right and to the left. But in a frog stance, you can only fall forward or backward. So fingers straight forward. Squeeze a little bit into the ground. Get those elbows at those knee holes. Then push in with the legs. You feel more stable. Activate the core and round your back. This is called protraction. And then, after you have done all those steps, don't overcomplicate it. This is perfect form. But after you have done all those steps, you lean forward. You feel less weight on your feet, and maybe you can already lift them. Hey, and don't blame yourself if you're not being able to do this in one try. Everyone will be doing it then, right? Give yourself a few days, maybe a week, but tell yourself, hey, I can do this. I taught my mom to do this. I mean, she's fit and all, but mentally she was like, oh, I can never do this. This is way too hard. Oh, my wrist will hurt. Nah, this is a mental one. Everyone can do this. Then we have some progressions in the frog stand. So we have this one, but we can also get the hips even higher, like this. So now we are not leaning onto the side. No, we put the elbow on top of the knee. Go like this, bend them, round your back again, lean forward and hold it. So now it is almost identical to a handstand. So when the hips are here, it almost looks like a handstand. Here, it truly looks like a handstand. And here, it actually is a handstand. But that's for later. The next exercise is a planche exercise. Everyone wants to learn the planche, but this is the basic exercise the professionals do and the beginners should also do. Because this is the first exercise that is going to teach you something about straight arm strength. You can be incredibly strong, but I see it in my clients as well from the gym. They are so strong, but they do their planche like this. They go and then they want to hold it there. Not the goal. We don't even call it a planche anymore. So, straight arms, push-up position, and you want to lean forward. But there's so much more to this exercise, and I'm going to show you right now. So now we also want to have control over the scapulas. You see what I can do with my scapula? That is crazy movement, right? And it's because of the planche lean. So how I taught myself to do this, I go in a push-up position, I put my shoulders up, this is called elevation, then I push them down, so away from me, this is called presenting the shoulders, and then last one, down. So it is up, forward, down. But now I also need to activate my serratus. You want to activate it, contract it, use your core, and you see I'm going forward, right? And then I also want to present the shoulders. This is how I got my scapula understanding. And we want to combine all of those. So, push-up position, straight arms. Then we want to go up, forward, down. And now we activate the serratus. We squeeze the core and we lean forward. If this is your level, that is completely fine. Eventually, you will get stronger in those straight arms and you can lean further. And maybe eventually you can lean so far forward that your legs come off from the ground. But let's look again in a few years. So these are your basic skill elements, but we also have basics. And what they are basically doing, is they use a lot of muscles and also the big ones at the same time. And that's great for building that raw strength. So we want to learn exercises like pull-ups. We want to learn exercises like dips. We want to learn exercises like push-ups. And we have Australian pull-ups. So we have different pulling and pushing exercises. And we also differentiate them by horizontal, because this is horizontal pull, and vertical pull. And we have horizontal push, vertical push and horizontal push. And all these different angles, exercises, these are what's going to help you build that foundational strength. And these are the first skill basics. But there's also one skill that everyone should learn right from the start. And it's the handstand. The handstand is also a basic. Look, the handstand, you need to have a handstand to learn the handstand push-up. You need to have a handstand to learn the handstand to elbow lever. There are so many reasons why you need to learn a handstand, and these are the right exercises. So, the first step to the handstand, after you have unlocked the frog stand, is to stand in this position. Get one foot as high as you can up. Then the other foot comes there as well. And just try to hold this position. Literally, we are now strengthening our shoulders. And as you feel more comfortable, you can go closer to the wall and learn how to hold your handstand. To get out, simply walk back and rotate to one side. Well, now, how do we structure our workouts? It's actually pretty simple. You don't want to do a bro split. You don't want to do push, pull, legs. I don't think that's the best way to go into it. I think you should do full body workouts to start with. So you do full body on Monday, you take a rest day on Tuesday, Wednesday you do full body again, and then you take maybe 2 rest days, and then Saturday you do a workout again. 3 times a week, because repetition is key. And if you only do 1 times pull a week and 1 times push a week, that's no repetition. Yes, you're working out, but you're not having repetitions in the same important exercises. So for the people that know me, yes, I'm saying full body workouts. To be honest, I don't train legs. Yes, I said that. But for a beginner, I definitely recommend legs. If you're at a high level, then your legs are not going to help you. There's not a single exercise in elite statics where you need your legs. So they're dead weight. If you do a muscle up, you're not using your legs. If you're doing a front lever or one arm front lever, it doesn't matter because those legs are heavy. So you want them as light as possible. But as a beginner, there are so many reasons why you should train it. Like there are some basic exercises that you want to learn. It's the pistol squat, for example. That's a skill on its own and it's a fun journey to train it. You go into a squat, maybe lean a little bit more to one side, maybe you can already get one leg up and you go. Or you do some negatives. I made another video on my YouTube channel about how to train your first day in a calisthenics park. I'm talking about negatives right there, which is really important for every beginner to understand. So now we know how a workout looks like. We start with a warm-up, then we go to some skills. Then we train those legs and then your compound movements. But what about the sets and reps? I will put a graph right here because it's a little bit science-backed. They say if you do around 5 sets of 5 reps, so that's pretty high in the sets, pretty low in the reps, you're training for strength. If you want to train for muscle growth, so hypertrophy, you want to do around 3 sets and maybe 10, 12 repetitions. Most important part, you're training till failure day. For strength, most important part, you keep about 2 reps in reserve. If you can do 10 pull-ups, only do 8. Don't go to failure if you want to get stronger. I never go to failure. That's probably why I'm this skinny, but crazy strong. The last one is endurance. Endurance is everything above 15 reps. So if you can do 25 push-ups, nice, get it. Go do 2 sets of maybe 15 push-ups or maybe 17 or go for 3 sets or take less rest. Like endurance is completely different, but these are your guidelines. And then we also have skill practice and that's in seconds, right? So how do we measure that? Well, first of all, it's not always in seconds. If you want to train a planche, you do not only have to do the planche, you also have to do rotations. Like you can do sets and reps in this exercise. But the seconds, I always see it like this. Go for the intensity. You want to train strength, amazing. Go to a progression, which is really difficult for you, but keep about 2 seconds or 1 second in reserve. Strength training. These are just guidelines. And we also have rest times. And I don't know your body. I don't know how fast you recover. And you probably don't know it either. So take this other guideline. You go for strength training, take about 3 minutes of rest, maybe even 5 minutes of rest. You go for endurance, lower those seconds, that's completely fine. Or you want to do many reps in one set, all right, take a lot of rest, but go for the high reps. Then we have hypertrophy training, take about 2 minutes of rest. And that's it, guys. Thank you so much for watching. I'm very new to YouTube, so it would mean the world to me if you hit that subscribe button and watch my other videos. Guys, good luck with trainings and see you in the next video.